Going to start the custom live streaming and broadcasting. Okay, are we broadcasting? I can't see that. I guess so. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jim Grant. Messages of Inspiration and Hope is proudly brought to you by the speakerspathway.com. I call them the good guys at speakerspathway.com because all the folks there are good guys. I'm one of them, so that's how I know. We're also sponsored by the 6-Minute Webinar. And if it'd be okay with you, I'd like to share my screen and share with you where you can find some of the previous speakers, including the young lady we have on today, Gloria Rand. Gloria's been with us before. And let me show you how you can find Gloria, or find our speakers, I should say. You just simply go to speakerspathway.com. And right here, as you scroll down, you'll see Messages of Inspiration, Hope, and Support. And you'll see 3 of the speakers there. Just click on See More. And most importantly, each individual speaker has their presentation here that you can see, that you can listen to. And we've got pages and pages and pages of them, as you can see. I'm just going to click on number 10 just for the fun of it. And we got Joe and Kimberly and Katie. I remember them. And Karan, Julie, and Karen Joe. Let's just pick Joshua here. Let me click on his. Say if you're interested in Joshua, his message. This would be his individual presentation. He delivered it on April the 3rd. And this is a write-up about Joshua. Using Joshua as an example, if you resonate with his or anyone else's message, his or her message, please let them know. And if you know of someone that could benefit from their message of inspiration and hope, please share it with others. And please be kind enough to let the speaker know, because I know they would greatly appreciate that. In addition to that, we're also sponsored by the 6-Minute Webinar. Every time I think about the 6-Minute Webinar, it kind of cracks me up because you can play the video here. But the 6-Minute Webinar, it's about how you can promote your business, your product, everything from the alpha to the omega in 6 minutes or less. That includes an opening, a body, and a close. You know, what's your problem? How did you solve your problem? And how can you help others in their hour of need with your product or service? And a call to action, all within 6 minutes. Because most webinars, as you know, by the time they go in 15 or 20 minutes, are still complaining about the problem. You understand the problem. That's why you're there. You're looking for a solution. What's in it for me? So the 6-Minute Webinar, it is a very clear and precise path to that message. So if you're a business person and you've got a product or service that you'd like to get out to people, like to get your message out in a clear, precise message, check out the 6-Minute Webinar. That's at sixminutewebinar.com. And let's go welcome Gloria to the stage. Let me unmute her mic and give you I sent your request. Turn your camera on, Gloria.
All right.
All right. And how are you today?
I am doing very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. Let me cancel the spotlight video so folks can see you there. And Gloria, you're going to be talking to us about 4 steps, how to move from self-doubt to self-love. My goodness gracious, we need a lot of people don't know how to love themselves, do they?
That's true. It's true. And I think that's why we have so many problems in our world today, because if you can't love yourself, how can you even love anybody else?
Absolutely.
It starts with right here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's kind of like respect. You have respect for yourself, where you can respect others, and it just dominoes and grows from there. When you were on the Messages of Inspiration, Hope, and Support show before, do you recall your topic? Because I could look at it real quickly while you're speaking, but please share it.
Well, it was a little bit similar to what I'm talking about today, but there I was really talking about, in more particular to really the fear that was so prevalent with the pandemic when it was first starting. And it was really about how to be able to counteract the fearful thoughts and things that we were having. So like I said, the message I have I think is really powerful and can be used in a lot of different situations. So, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm sort of bringing it back, but tweaking it a little bit today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's amazing how many people are scared to death nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just, it's shocking. It's
Yeah.
pitiful for someone to be that, to live in that fear. And while you're speaking, and I'm going to turn the mic over and the stage over to them just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. While you're speaking, Gloria, I'm going to go back and do a little hunting down so I can bring up your previous one and show it to folks, if you be okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, you're more than welcome, because that's what I got to do. Something when, you're talking there, and plus I'm going to be listening to you too.
All right.
Give you the spotlight. There we go.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate.
Yeah, let me mute my mic and shut off my video. And Gloria, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. I am really very, very pleased to be here today and to talk to you about self-doubt and moving from self-doubt to self-love, because this has been a very interesting year, 2020. So many people have been taking on new roles during this pandemic. I mean, parents have been homeschooling, ones who normally send their kids off to school are now have been having to deal with making sure they get their homework done, making sure they get on their Zoom to watch. And then a lot of other adults have been working from home who normally would go into the office. And so because of this, we're all, living in a strange times and doing different things, stepping out of our comfort zone a bit it tends to start bringing up some doubt about whether or not we're actually doing a good job. I'm sure there are lots of parents that are, even more concerned about that, making sure that they've been really helping their kids to learn and to be able to get their knowledge that they need to do to be able to grow up and be responsible adults. So those feelings of self-doubt are definitely on the rise, even among people who are normally quite self-confident, because it's just really natural to, when you step out of your comfort zone, to feel uneasy and unsure, because when you're in a comfort zone, the word means that you're comfortable. It means everything is, you're used to it. But when you step out, it can be a little scary, frankly. And I've been there, so have my clients, but thankfully I have learned how to keep those doubts at bay, or to be able to shift out of that mode a lot more quickly than I used to be able to do, let's put it that way. And start to really remember that I'm doing the best I can, you are doing the best you can, and just by being here. So what I want to share with you today are 4 steps that will help move you from self-doubt to self-love. And what is, I think, is unique about this is that they are all based on the word love, because love is an acronym. So I'm going to share with you these 3 steps, all based around that. So the 4 steps, I'm sorry. So the first step is the letter L, and that stands for let go and let God. What are we letting go of? You're letting go of the doubts that you are anything but worthy, letting go of the fact that those fears that you might not be good enough, or that you're not proficient. Because the truth is, you are good enough, you are worthy, and you have all of the information, all of the everything is that you need is right within you. And that's where that let God part comes out. So trusting that your higher power, higher self, however you want to refer to it, but trusting and letting go and letting God handle whatever concerns that you have, whatever doubts and fears that you have about a circumstance. Trust that God has your back, the universe has your back, and you don't have to go through things on your own. So letting go of that doubt and just trust that God will take care of you. And it may not always be in the way that you may have envisioned, but oftentimes it's a lot better. So that's L. And then the letter O in love stands for open your heart to receive. So now that you're letting go and letting God, now it's time to receive inspiration, receive messages, receive guidance, and not necessarily even just from your higher power. It may be opening your heart to receive offers of help from other people, other people in your life who may be wanting to help out, and be able to, even if it's not even specific help, but maybe just lending an ear to hear when you are voicing some doubts. And it could be someone like a family member or spouse, and just open up to them about what's troubling you and let them be that person for you to say, no, you're doing great. You are doing awesome. Just hang in there. But open your heart to receive that. Compliments as well. A lot of times, I think this happens with women in particular. I know I've been guilty of this in the past, and I've seen my friends do it as well. Someone will pay you a compliment. Like someone might say, oh, your hair looks really great today. And I'll go, oh, really? I think I need a haircut. And we brush it off. We brush off that compliment. We deflect it. We downplay it instead of embracing it in the love, truly the love that it was intended. So by opening our heart to receive a compliment, by saying thank you, that's all you really need to do, say thank you, then you're giving that person actually a gift of letting them give love to you, and then you are receiving that love. And the more often that you can receive love with an open heart, then it just makes it easier for you then to love yourself and to love others as well. So opening your heart to receive, so important. The third letter in the word love is V, and that stands for value your uniqueness. And this is about really just valuing all of the talents and abilities that you have that nobody else does. And I'm not even talking things like, perhaps you're good at math, or you're good at cooking or baking a cake. It could be that you're a really good listener. And that's an awesome ability that not everyone has. But being able to recognize that in yourself, appreciate that, is so important for helping to, again, move out of that self-doubt and move into self-love. My mother used to have this expression. She used to say, God doesn't make junk. And I believe that, absolutely, because we come from God. So we are valuable. We are unique. We are amazing. So appreciate that. And also value your feelings. Every one of us has unique feelings in the way that or let's say responses, that we respond to something. So if you are feeling a little unsure and a little doubtful about where you are right now and what you're trying to do, that's okay. You can allow yourself to feel that, and then start remembering all of the good things that you are capable of doing and all of the good things you have done. And if it requires taking a walk to do that, or putting on some music, but just maybe being grateful for whatever it is that, what blessings you have in your life right now. that will help you to, again, be able to bounce back a bit from those feelings of less than and feelings of not being confident, to being able to appreciate who you are and recognize that, and be able to be of service to others as well. And the last letter in the word love is E. And this one is, well, they're all important, but I think this one is also very crucial. And it stands for embrace your divinity. And again, it's, like I said earlier, it's acknowledging that you were created by God. And like I said, my mother said, God doesn't create junk. Everything is perfect. I mean, think about all of the things that are in our world, everything that's in nature, a flower, a tree, a bird. Those are all perfect creatures. And so are we. We are all perfect. I mean, think about your body. It breathes and the blood courses through your veins without you even having to tell it. That's a miracle. So embrace that. Embrace that you were created by God. And also remember that God is love. So if you are of God, that means that you are loved too. So be kind to yourself. Practice self-care. Really appreciate your body, mind, and soul, and know that you are, like I said, that you are worthy, and be able to appreciate all of the things that you have to offer this world. And know, again, that it's normal to have episodes of self-doubt. Absolutely. Because the thing is that as human beings, the one thing that does differentiate us from other animals and in the world is that we do have free will. And so we can choose. And sometimes that free will gets us into trouble, because it's this that little nagging voice inside of our heads that starts up these doubts, and it causes us to have these feelings. And it's trying to do it to make us safe. It's trying to keep us safe and protected. And it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily a good thing. Sometimes it is good, but sometimes it's not, because we do need to step out of our comfort zone. And we've had to do that this year so much. But that's how you grow. That is absolutely how you grow, by stepping out of your comfort zone and being able to try new things. So one other thing I wanted to share with you today, one of the things that I do in being able to move, that has helped me to move from self-doubt to self-love, and when I'm helping my clients as well, is I do a lot of spiritual readings, and one is from Daily Word from Unity. And the word today was actually believe. So my intention today is that you believe and love yourself, and replace any self-doubt with the belief that you are the image and likeness of God, wonderfully made. So if this resonated with you and you would like to connect with me, I would love to hear from you today. You can find me, my website is gloriarand.com, and you can email me as well at gloria@gloriarand, and that's RAND.com. And I would love to be able to hear from you and see if I can ever help you in moving, remembering that you are uniquely you. You are one of a kind, nobody else like you. And that's a good thing. That is absolutely a good thing. So as I remember, I'll just recap real quickly. So the L, let go and let God. The O is open your heart to receive. V is value your uniqueness. And E is embrace your divinity. And when you can practice those steps on a daily basis, I guarantee that you are going to be able to live fully and love deeply and engage authentically and be uniquely you. So that's all I've got to say on the matter today, Jim. So I'm gonna pass it back over to you.
Well, thank you very, very, very much. And I'll tell you right now, I really enjoyed listening to you. And I went back and I actually looked up your other show there, found it. And in fact, let me just go ahead and share the screen right now, if I may, and we'll just pull that thing right on up. And let's see here. There it is up at the top. Okay. Yep. And whoops. There you are.
There it is.
LOVE. You're a lady that loves love, and
I do.
There's nothing wrong with that. We had more love in this world. This world would be a better place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to look for the day. Oh yeah, there it is. You spoke on Wednesday, April the 1st.
Yep.
You were with us, and there's a little write-up about her. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you resonated with Gloria, and I'm sure a lot of people did, not only share this message with someone that you know that could appreciate it and most importantly benefit from it, but also, her previous message, listen to that one and let Gloria know. Because Gloria, how would it make you feel if someone, just sent you an email and says, hey, I listened to you on a message of inspiration and hope, and I really enjoyed both your messages. How would that make you feel?
Oh, it would light up my heart and just make me feel like awesome, because that was my intention today, that my message would, if it could help one person out there today, then that's a good day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it certainly will, Gloria. It certainly will. And the beauty of it is, it took me a long time, because I'm kind of slow in between the ears, as I like to say. As my mother used to tease me about, it's a miracle when your brain does work, and mother knew me well. But really when, just like Gloria said right there, how it would make her feel if you bless someone in just that one area, just with a simple thank you. Mm-hmm. There's a vibration in this universe. Everything in the universe is a vibration. That's just going to vibrate right back to you. And I remember Zig Ziglar, he's go around and tell people you can get anything out of life that you want as long as you help other good people get what they want.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he got that, I believe, from Proverbs 11:25, because there King Solomon wrote that the generous person, by watering others, will be watered themselves. Mm. And that's a prerequisite. It means you got to, it's kind of like a farmer. I grew up on a farm in North Carolina when I was a kid, up to about 13 when Dad sold it. But my point being, we knew you got to get out there and work the field. You got to plant the crops. You got to do all the work during the summer. Absolutely. And then in the fall, that's when you reap the harvest.
Right.
And the same is true in anything you do. You got to put forth good effort. You got to do it with love. You got to do it with energy before you get rewarded. And there's no shortcuts to that, is there, Gloria?
No, there's not. There's not. But it's really not that difficult, and it's just we make it a lot harder than it seems. And it's really the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if you want good in this world, you got to put good out, and that's what'll make things turn around a lot better.
Oh, it certainly will. I like your descriptions there. Let go, let God, open your heart to receive, value your uniqueness. There's a lot of things that people, they don't teach that in school, and they should. They really should.
Yeah.
And embrace your destiny. I mean, as you travel down the pathway of life, every event, you're going to learn something. Mm-hmm. And like I tell people, be sure and forgive yourself when you make a mistake. And have the decency to call up someone and say, especially if you wrong somebody, hurt someone's feelings, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. That just heals a lot of feelings right there.
Oh yeah.
The little words, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we all make mistakes. you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I make my fair share of mistakes. And I think I probably fudged in on a couple other guys' rations of mistakes. But I'm not kidding either. I mean, it's easy for me, you know. But most importantly, it's also easy for me to say I was wrong and I made a mistake and I'm sorry.
Hmm.
And that's extremely important,
Yeah.
especially if you're a leader.
Hmm.
People have to know that they're following a leader, that's a leader that's at least honest.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
a big, big thing because when I was a master sergeant in the military and owning my own company and all that, people got to
Hmm.
know that they got to like the person, respect the person that's over them.
Hmm.
And that's a wonderful blessing because that's something that you owe them.
Yeah.
If you're given that responsibility, and if you're a leader, if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, whatever, you owe it to the ones who are looking for you for guidance to give them the honesty and the integrity and just be straight and be honest. If you make a mistake, say, you know, I made a mistake there. I mean,
Yeah.
or I thought
Absolutely.
this is what I thought it was true and it wasn't. And, you know, just be,
Hmm.
because they will respect that.
Yeah, they will. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
And because if you don't own up to it, then it's probably just going to come out later, and then it's going to be much worse for everyone involved, especially you. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It certainly will. It certainly will. And Gloria, we had a couple other people supposed to be with us today, but they were unable to make it. One of the ladies that says she's going to be here today, she had something come up, and I just got notified that she had to cancel. We're going to reschedule her. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. And
Mhm.
Gloria, thank you for your wonderful message. This is your second visit with us, and don't be a stranger because you got a great message. And before I close the show, I always like to say to people who's got a birthday, happy birthday to you. This is your special day. And remember, on your special day, all desserts, including birthday cakes and the special desserts that you love, they are health food. So you just treat yourself. Give thanks to the senior in the skies, I like to say.
Mm.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. And on behalf of Gloria, thank you so much for making this show a success. Gloria, thank you. If you'd like to say some parting words before we go right ahead.
Just thank you so much for you for doing this good work that you're doing in the world. And thank you to everyone watching. And just go out and start loving. Love yourself
Yeah.
and love everyone else.
Thank you, Gloria. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.